Thursday, and it is Talk About It Thursday. So, this week's topic, we're going to go over family friendly hotel and resorts. I get a lot of questions about um, what should I be looking for? What should the family itself keep in mind when looking for a family friendly resort? So usually a family friendly resort is something that is suitable for pretty much all of the members of your families, from your grandparents to the parents to the young adults within the family. Also, keep in mind, just because it's family friendly doesn't mean that you can just drop your kids off and let them run rampant all over the hotel and resorts. Um, so basically, it's a resort or hotel that's geared towards children. So I'm going to go over just a few key topics that I know like a lot of my clients look for, and a lot of things that I definitely look for my clients, if that makes any sense. Some of these things, you don't have to live by any of these things, but it's just so much helpful and so much resourceful when you have an idea, when you want to go on vacation, but you have these young kids and you're like, okay, so where do we want to go? What do we want to do? Where do we want to stay? So, just a few tips to kind of help you along your way. Also, if you have a great travel consultant, she'll definitely make sure that all these things are done. So, one of the big key points is your central location. Where is your hotel resort located at? Is it in the middle of like all the attractions that you'll be able to easily, accessibly get your children and your family to and from? The amusement parks, the museums, there's stuff like that, theme parks, even playgrounds, water parks. Is it like different entertainment and activities around the hotel that's available for you and your family? Another thing you want to look for is shuttle. Is there a shuttle? If you're not going to rent a car, you want to make sure that you're able to get definitely from the hotel to the resort, from the resort to to the airport to the hotel or resort, or the hotel resort back to the airport. Or some shuttles even take you into town, to different theme parks or attractions that are nearby. So you also want to make sure that there's a shuttle that is available. One thing that you need to do, is just like a little homework, is even with the central location, is you want to pre-book your activities. All right, if we're going to be going for 5 days, where are we going to go? That takes a lot of stress out of getting there and trying to figure out, oh, well, what are we going to do next? So let's do our homework and say if you're going to go to um, Orlando, let's figure out where we're going to go at in Orlando before we even get there. Are we going to do Disney, or are we going to do Universal Studios, or if we just going to do some basic, the Ion theme park there, or Disney Springs, or something like that. So some of those things is you want to pre-plan before you even get there, as far as like the attractions. Okay, the hotel grounds, where and what's around the hotel grounds? Is your hotel or resort on a busy highway? Is it in a quiet, remote area? You definitely do not want to get a hotel or a resort that's on the cliffside and you're traveling with your young kids. That's just a disaster in the making. So these are things that you definitely want to keep in mind. Is it a safe place for your kids to run around? Do they have a place for your kids to run around? There's like a little courtyard or grass grounds that your children could run around and get some of that steam off before it's like bedtime, run around like crazy, because they drove you crazy all day. So now it's bedtime. Is there a place for them to run around? They can't run around on the cliffside. I'm gonna tell you that now. So that's what you want to look for in the hotel grounds. Definitely quiet. Okay, when it's time to go to bed, it's time to go to bed. You don't want those big semi trucks blazing by, and that's all you hear is the windows or whatever shattering and stuff like that. Trust me, I was in a hotel like that, and I was like, Are you kidding me? I swear I can hear everything on the interstate. So you may not have thought about that, but that's time when you definitely don't want to be near a highway or interstate when you're trying to vacation with your family. How big is your room? There's nothing worse than being in a room all cramped up like this and everybody's sitting on top of each other. So you want to make sure you have enough room for you and your family to feel comfortable and roam around the room about without stepping on each other, bumping into each other, butting heads. Okay. So your hotel grounds, is it reasonably priced? You know, is it like, is it going to cost so much money for me and my family to stay there for a couple nights? So discounts, pricing, keep that in mind. Kids amenities. If you're traveling with a young baby, is there cribs? Do they have a rollerway bed? Is there a sofa bed? And one of the biggest things that a lot of my clients really like to have is adjoining rooms. You know, you got a family of four, they want their kids to feel like they were in their own little room, but then you have a connecting door and boom, you're right there. So I get a lot of clients that definitely love connecting rooms for their kids. And like I'm saying, a crib, sofa bed, rollerway bed. Now I know some resorts or hotels will charge a little extra for maybe a rollaway bed. Sometimes some of that stuff is included. So that's something definitely to keep in mind. Another big thing is the kids camp. Now, you do need your downtime. You're on vacation too. Does your resort or your hotel have a kids camp that's either free or at a low cost? You might want to drop them off at the little daycare and go shopping, have some me time or have some you time or y'all time. So you want to make sure that there is a kids club that you can just bloop, drop your kids off, go about your business, come back, put your kids up. All right. A pool. This is another big thing with a few of my clients. They want to know, is there a kiddies pool? And some people's like, what is a kiddies pool? Yes, there is a kiddies pool. I know myself, I like to stay in a hotel or a resort that has a pool, but there's another pool that's just for kids. You know, you got them little people running around. The water is probably about 2 feet high. It's great. So I know, like I said, a few of my clients definitely wanted to make sure that their resort had like a pool just for kids. Okay, that's important. Um, Laundry facility. That's so important to families that's traveling. You know, you got a family of 4 or 5 or 6, and just to check bags in is a lot. So you don't want to carry too many clothes, but you want to carry just enough. But then you also want to make sure that you're able to wash your clothes. Most resorts and resorts and hotels have like little laundry rooms at no cost, or there is a cost depending on where you at. So you definitely want to wash your clothes up. And I know just by as an adult and traveling, we even want to wash our clothes up before we even come back home. So laundry facility is definitely big and important for when you're traveling with your family. Um, in your room, do you have a microwave or a refrigerator? Those are important too, because if you're traveling with kids, and it doesn't have to be a full size microwave, or it doesn't have to be a full size um, refrigerator and stuff like that. Something that you can store some food in it. You might have went out for dinner. You want to hold on to this, take your little doggy bag, heat it up when your kids is whining and crying because it's like 11 o'clock at night and they're hungry. What are you going to do? Heat that food up. So it's always great to have like a mini fridge in your room, a microwave in your room. I know at one time I think I was in Miami and there was a hotel. We ain't had none of that. It's like no refrigerator, no microwave. Well, we had a coffee pot. Go figure. But you want to make sure that you have a refrigerator and a microwave. to heat up your food and to keep your food cool in your room. Most hotels and resorts have like those little mini grocery stores or little mini markets with inside. Some hotels have a little mini market in their little lobby, or some resorts may have it like in a building on their grounds. So make sure there's like a little mini mart. So if it is like a little after hours, you can run down to the lobby, grab some snacks and stuff for you kids. But normally most hotels and resorts do have those. I'm trying to remember if there was one that I've been to that haven't, but um, yeah, those are always good to have, your little mini lobby grocery stores. Um, one of the biggest ticket items that I get from my clients is they want to stay at a resort that your kids stay free, they eat free. That's awesome. Okay, great. Yes. By one parent adult, you get one kid. You got two adults, you got two kids. So some resorts do offer a lot. I ain't gonna kid you, like a lot of resorts do offer kids stay, play, and eat for free. Now that's a great deal. They stay, play, and eat for free. So there are resorts out there, and I know like a lot of my families that do travel do prefer to be at a place where my kids is going to, eat for free, stay for free. Why not? So that's another thing you want to look for. The age group for your kids. Now, some of us got 16, 17, 18-year-olds that they're still your kids, but you have to be cautious as far as like some resorts and some hotels. After a certain age group, you're being lumped up as an adult. So that's something that needs to be looked at before we even book your resort. Is your 16-year-old or your 17-year-old going to be charged as an adult instead of a minor, even though? So a lot of hotels has age restrictions and age policies that just need to be looked into. But that's never a big deal. So what did we just talk about? Kid-friendly resorts. Just some of the things that you want to keep in mind when you are looking for a vacation spot and you're traveling with your family. Um, Recap. Central location. Is it quiet? Is it not on a cliff? Is it somewhere where the kids can run around before bedtime? Um, your hotels. Is it near attractions? Is there a shuttle? Is there a pool? Can you get a baby's crib, rollerway, sofa? Oh, let's not even talk about the free breakfast. You want to always make sure there's free breakfast. Even as adults, we want that free breakfast if we can't get that all inclusive, right? Yes. Um, is there a kids' camp? Is there a kiddie's pool? Make sure you got a refrigerator, a microwave in your room. Is that kids stay and play and eat for free. So those are some of the tips that you need to write down before you start getting into planning your vacation and be like, this is what I want in my resort or my hotel before, you even get out there and start vacationing. So just little something, something. Now you're not going to find a resort that has all these great things for kids. There are some resorts that may give you like a little when you go to your check-in, and they give you like, not you, but give the kids like some stuffed animals, some coloring books, some crayons, beach balls, towels, stuffed animals, or stuff like that. If you get a resort that's like that, then you got a great place. But anyway, that is Talk About It Thursday. It was family friendly hotels and resorts. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up, inbox me, text me, whatever, or just post a comment on the page or up under this video. So, other than that, I think, no, I'm not even going to tell you what next week's topic is. So we're going to end it here. I want everyone to take care. Keep those little tips in mind when you want to do your little family vacation. Again, you got any questions, hit me up, call me, make a comment, whatever. I'm always here and I'm always available. Until I see you again, stay safe, play safe, make sure your kids eat for free. All right. I'll talk to you guys later on Talk About It Thursday. Good night.